Ja. Streamar ni med? Kolla, gå till Crouch.
Det står ju CS late gib står det för dig.
Gör det?
Nej, här kollar.
Det borde inte stå det. Nej, det gör det inte. Det gör det inte. Ja, det är ju streamen. Hör man allting bra? Är det bra ljud?
Jag hör vad fan.
Är det bra kvalitet och bra ljud?
Jo.
Nej, men då spelar vi.
Det är bara
Då kör vi.
Som
Ja, men det är för att du är jättelåg, man. Jag kan höja dig tror jag ännu mer. Nej, men nu streamar vi. Jag kommer streama spelet.
Jo, vi ska gibba det, eller ja, du ska gibba. Jag tänker fan bara kolla på.
Du ska bara kolla på Gona.
Ja. Ja, kul, jag säger spel, jag säger bara din jävla voice.
Aj.
Din podd står det.
Vänta, shit.
Inte på YouTube, men på din, vad heter det, på din disco-stream.
Ja. Jag gör så här.
Så fan 13 ansikten.
Vi ser om det funkar. Det funkar inte för någon anledning. What the fuck?
Ja, nu ser jag. Oj, nu är streampaus nu.
Jag tror att jag streamar nu 2 grejer samtidigt. Men det gör vi så här istället.
Men det syntes ju nyss.
Här. Nu syns inte skiten med streamen. Nu.
Jo, nu.
Ajt. Let's play. Start. Funkar YouTube-streamen eller?
Jag är inte uppe. Jag kollar igen.
Annars chilla, jag måste flytta min karaktär för den är i vägen. För...
Karaktär?
Ja.
Jaha. Ja då eller?
Ja, då var i vägen för texten. Nej, men det är chill. Hon får. Okej. Nu borde det funka dock. Japp. Jag streamar på... Jävlar.
Ja, allt funkar.
Nej, jag streamar på 60 fps. Jag har... Nej, NTP kvalitet fast det är typ inte det.
Är du säker? Är det ens
Ja.
värt 60 fps?
I don't know,
bättre
man.
med tipka. Fortsätt.
Nej. This is a popular retreat for couples in the summer. Jag kommer inte läsa sådär.
Jag kan läsa hälften, du kan läsa hälften.
Okej.
Alltså karaktärerna, jag menar inte bara...
Ja, okej. Då kan jag vara... Ja, vi får se vilken karaktär du får vara. Jag kan läsa det här.
Ta dem som ni gillar, jag vet inte.
Jag har ingen aning, jag aldrig spelat det här. Alright, let's go. This is a popular retreat for couples in the summer. The deciduous trees provide a beautiful green canopy far out of sight of teachers and fellow students. But now in late winter, it feels like I'm standing under a pile of kindling. I breathe into my cupped hands and rub them together furiously to prevent them from numbing in this cold. Han har inte handskar. Okay. Just how long am I expected to wait out there anyway? I'm sure the note said 4:00 p.m. Ah yes, the note. Jag måste fan fixa Ado, hon är fan i vägen. Helvete, hon är i vägen. Och du är också i vägen.
Det här är legit code writing.
Okay. Ah yes, the slip between the pages of my math book while I wasn't looking. As far as clichés go, I'm more of a fan of the letter in the locker, but at least this way it shows a bit of As I ponder the meaning of the note, the snowfall gradually thickens. Oh my god. Jag måste kolla, jag måste ha chat uppe samtidigt. Jag har ingen aning om någon nej, ingen kollar säkert, men ändå. Ingen kommer kolla på det här. The snowflakes falling from the white painted sky are the only sign of passing in the stagnant world. The slow descent upon the frozen forest makes it seem like time has slowed to the crawl.
Holy shit, popcorn reading är din fucking enemy.
Ja. Men jag orkar inte försöka. Jag är så trött. Okay. The rustling of dry snow underfoot startles me, interrupting the quiet mood. Someone is approaching me from behind.
Åh nej, det.
Oh, sure, Reza, sure.
Hi, Hisao, you came?
A hesitating, barely audible question.
Oh,
However, I recognize the owner of that dainty voice instantly. I feel my heart skip a beat. It's a voice I listened to hundreds of times, but never as more than an eavesdropper to a conversation. I turn to face this voice, the voice of my dreams, and my heart begins to race.
Whoa.
Shit!
Jävlar vilken ord. Vad är det här? Class of 9.
Det är du. Nej, det är jag. Det är jag. Ivanako, I got a note telling me to wait here. It was yours?
Was it yours? Ja.
Damn it. Aha.
Är det min eller din?
Det står här under, du ser det här på streamen.
Det är du.
Det är jag.
Men det står ingenting på den.
Oh shit. Ja, men jag får få en berättelse när du får köra. Hey. Damn it. I spent all afternoon trying to come up with a good line, and that was the result? Pathetic. Nu är det du.
Yes. I asked a friend... Varför är jag svårt att läsa nu? I asked a friend to give you that note. I'm so glad you got it.
A shy, jealous smile, eller joyous, vad fan säger jag? Joyous smile that makes me so tense I couldn't move a single muscle, even if I tried.
Fan jag måste ge...
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
My heart is pounding now, as if it was trying to burst out of my chest and claim this girl for itself. Here we are, out in the cold. Once again the wind stirs the branches. The cap-fierce noise is music to my ears. Ivanako flinches ever so softly against the gust of wind. As it passes, she rights herself, as if supported by some new confidence. What the fuck? Her eyes lock with mine, and she lazily twirls her long dark hair around her fingers. All the while, the anxious beating of my heart grows louder. Vad är det som händer? My throat is tight. I doubt if I could even force a word out if I tried. Vad är det du?
You see, I wanted to know if you'd go out with me.
Shit!
Vi ska börja I slutet, jävlar.
Shit. I stand there motionless, safe from my pounding heart. I want to say something in reply, but my vocal cords feel like they've been stretched beyond the breaking point.
Hisao?
I reach up to try to massage my throat, but this only sends spikes of blinding pain along my arms.
Hisao?
My whole body freezes, save for my eyes, which shoot open in terror.
De överanvänder ord.
It...
Hisao!
The beating in my chest suddenly stops, and I go weak to the knees. The world around me, the canopy of bare branches, the dull winter sky, Ivanako running towards me, all these fade to black. The last things I remember before slipping away are the sounds of Ivanako screaming for help and the incensed clatter of the branches above. Jag kan inte. Bro, jag suger. Jag suger.
Fucking hell, helvete. Vi måste ha fler högläsning I skolan.
Ja, det måste vi fan ha på riktigt.
Det är typ det enda så elever strugglar med helvete.
Jag märkte fan inte vilka jag strugglar med. What the fuck? Oh. Inspiration. Shit, det är animation. What the fuck?
God damn.
Ja, fuck ja,
Det där är vart hela budgeten gick.
Ja,
Jag stänger ner den.
efter det här så är det bara ingenting.
Det är bara bilder.
Ja. Nu ser du med
Jag
stream.
förstår inte, gör de sån här spel för att de har inte råd till en anime eller?
Jag tror att det är många visual novels blir en anime senare, så jag kan anta att de bara gör det för att de inte har skillsen att animera och tiden. De har som en story de vill göra.
Är det typ flera 100 000 per?
Yeah. Så de gör som det här, för det är mycket enklare.
Mm.
Fast nu ser det ut som att de animerar också några delar av det här, så det, jag antar att deras budget var faktiskt ganska hög för detta spel.
Ja. Ja, alltså.
Shit, alltså vi dog bara. En brud bara sa att de ville dejta oss och så dog vi. Fan galet. Det var... It's been 4 months since my heart attack. Ja, det var fan en hjärtattack.
Alltså ja.
Det var fan det. Oh shit.
Jävlar, det är riktigt. De har tagit riktiga livbilder.
Shit. In the whole time I can probably count to the times I left this hospital room unsupervised on one hand. 4 months is pretty long time when you're left alone with your thoughts. So I have plenty of time to come up to terms with my situation. Arrhythmia. Vad fan är det? Arrhythmia.
Jag får inte säga så.
Du sa inte det. Bleep. Du sa aldrig det där. Du sa aldrig det. Det är chill. A strange word of foreign... Oh wait. A strange word. A foreign alien one. One that you don't want to be in the same room with. A rare condition. It causes the heart to act erratically and occasionally beat way too fast. It can be fatal. Aha, okay. Apparently I've had it for a long time, they said. It was a miracle that I was able to go on so long without anything happening. Is that really a miracle? I guess it was supposed to make me feel better. More appreciative of my life.
Bra.
It really didn't do anything to cheer me up. My parents I think were hit harder by the news than I was. They practically had 2 hemorrhages apiece.
Du sa ju rätt i början.
Okay. I had already had a full day by then to digest everything. To them, it was all fresh. They were even filling out... They were even filling... They were even willing to sell our house in order to pay for a cure. Of course, there isn't a cure. Because of the late discovery of this condition, I've had to stay at the hospital to recuperate from the treatments. When I was first admitted, it felt as if I was missed. For about a week, my room in the ward was full of flowers, balloons, and cards. But the visitors soon dwindled, and all the get-well gifts began trickling down, nothing shortly after. I realized that the only reason I had gotten so many cards and flowers was because sending me their sympathy had been turned into a class project.
Nej.
Det är fan synd.
Alltså fan.
Maybe some people were genuinely... Jag kan inte prata idag. Här, du får fan prata istället nu. Det är din tur.
Maybe some people were genuinely concerned. But I doubt it. Even in the beginning, I barely had visitors. By the end of the first month, only my parents came by on a regular. Iwanako was the last to stop visiting. After 6 weeks, I never saw her again. We never had that much talk. Okay, fucking hell. We never had that much to talk about when she visited anyway.
Det är inte så enkelt.
We didn't touch the subject. That was between us on that sunny, snowy day ever again. Det här är cancer skriven. Det är inte din problem. Det är inte din fel. Det här var dåligt skriven. The hospital. It's not really a place I'd like to live in. Ska man sitta där igen? The doctors and nurses feel so impersonal, faceless. I guess it's always, va? I guess it's because det är ju så cancerskriven. Det är ingen rätt ordföljd. I guess it's because they are in a hurry and they have a million other patients waiting for them, but it makes me feel uncomfortable. For the first month or so, I asked the head cardiologist every time I saw him for a rough estimate of when I'd be able to leave. He never answered anything in a straightforward way, but told me to wait and see if the treatment and surgeries worked. So, I idly observed the scar that those surgeries had left on my chest slowly change its appearance over time, thinking of it as some kind of an omen. I still ask the head cardiologist about leaving, but my expectations are low enough that I'm not so disappointed anymore when I don't get a reply. Det är det som är problemet. Se hur långt det där var.
Ja,
Det
aslång.
där var ju för långt. Han måste dela upp det här. The way he shuffles around the answer shows that is at least some hope. Huh?
Han kunde lägga en punkt här bara.
Ja, alltså
någonting.
det här måste bli mycket kortare. At some point, I stopped watching TV. I don't know why, I just did. Maybe it was the wrong kind of escapism from my situation. I started reading instead. There was a small library at the hospital, although it was more like a storeroom for books. Storeroom for books? What the fuck är en library, idiot? I began working my way through it, one small stack at a time. After consuming them, I would go back for more. I found that I liked reading, and I think I even became a bit addicted. Du fick reda på det när du fick en hjärtattack när du gick i skolan. I started feeling naked without a book in my hands. Brodern blev en nörd.
Han blev en nörd.
That was what my life was like. The days became increasingly harder to distinguish from each other, differing only by the book I was reading and the weather outside. It felt like time blurred into some kind of gooey mass I was trapped inside, instead of moving within. A week could go by without me really noticing it. Sometimes, I'd paused in realization that I didn't know what the day of the week it was. But other times, all the things that surrounded me would painfully crash into my consciousness through the barrier of nonchalance I had set up.
Ja, det är så coolt.
Redhead.
Det är coolt. När jag spelade Vision Novels för några år sedan, medan jag spelade dem, jag visste inte ens vad Vision Novels var. Och sen så insåg jag bara, aha, det är en novell. Fast med typ bilder.
Ja, fast det är inga bilder i det här. Vi läser bara en bok.
Ja, just nu läser jag bara en bok.
The pages of my book would start to feel sharp and burning hot, and the heaviness in my chest would become so hard to bear.
What the fuck, den här meningen är jättelång.
Holy shit! Hela paragraf.
Där har de lite grann.
The pages of my book would start to feel sharp and burning hot, and the heaviness in my chest would become so hard to bear that I had to push the book aside and just lay down for a while, looking at the ceiling as if I was going to cry. But that happened only rarely, and I couldn't even cry.
Vad jävlar?
Today, the doctor comes in and gives me a smile. He seems excited, but not very. It's like he is trying to make an effort to be happy on my behalf. My parents are here. It's been a few days since I've last seen them. Both of them are even sort of dressed up. Is this supposed to be some kind of special occasion? It's not a party. There is this ritual the head cardiologist has. He takes his time sorting his papers, then setting them aside as if to make a point of the pointlessness of what he just did.
Make a point
Bars.
of the pointless shit. Alltså
Bars,
det här.
alltså.
Det är från bars.
Then he casually sits down on the edge of the bed next to mine. He looks me in the eyes for a moment, and we kiss violently.
Ja, doktor.
Vill du göra det?
Okej. Hello, Hisao. How are you doing today? Or how are you today?
I don't answer him, but I smile a little back at him.
I believe that you can go home. Your heart is stronger now, and with some precautions, you should be fine. We have all your medications sorted out. I'll give your father the prescription.
The doctor hands a sheet of paper to my dad, whose expression turns wooden as he reads it quickly. Don't come fucking murder
Nu
me.
får du vara pappan.
So many.
So many.
I take it from his hand and take a look from myself, feeling numb. How am I supposed to react to this?
Oh, it.
The
Whoa.
absurdly long list of medication staring back at me from the paper seems insurmountable. They all blend together in a sea of letters. Propanowarfarin,
Shit.
9, Coldex.
Artifal. Jävlar vad han har i medicin.
This is insane. Side effects, adverse effects, contraindications, and dosages are listed line after line with cold precision. I try to read them, but it's so futile. I can't understand any of it. The numbers, Mason. What do they mean?
What do they mean?
Attempting to only makes me feel sicker. Attempting to only makes me okay. All this for the rest of my life, every day. I'm afraid that is the best we can
Nej men
do.
det är doktorn, din egen.
My bad.
I'm afraid this is the best we can do at this point. However, new medications are always being developed, so I wouldn't be surprised to see that list fade over the years.
Years. What kind of confidence booster is that? I'd have felt better if he hadn't said anything at all.
Also, I've spoken with your parents, and we believe that it would be best if you don't return to your old school.
What?
Please calm down, Hisao. Listen to what the... Oh wait, du fan, du är pappan. Vad säger jag?
Please calm down, Hisao. Listen to what the doctor has to say. Calm down? The way he says it tells me he knew full well that I wouldn't like it. Am I going to be homeschooled? Whatever of my concern shows, it's ignored.
We all understand that your education is paramount. However, I don't think that it's wise for you to be without supervision. At least not until we're sure that your medication is suitable. So, I've spoken to your parents about a transfer. It's a school called Yamaku Academy that specializes in dealing with disabled students.
Mother, disabled? What? Am I retarded?
It has a 24-hour nursing staff, and it's only a few minutes from a highly regarded general hospital. The majority of students live on the campus. Think of it as a boarding school of sorts. It's designed to give students a degree of independence, while keeping help nearby.
That's all nice. Independence?
Det är fan
School for retarded kids. That's like the fact.
Jo, du kommer inte gilla att du säger retarded.
If it was really that free, there wouldn't be a 24-hour nursing staff, and you wouldn't make a hospital being nearby a selling point. Of course, that's only if you want to go, but your mother and I aren't really able to homeschool you. We went out there and had a look a couple of weeks back. I think you'd like it.
Det här är första gången jag ser en vision att använda faktiskt semikolumet som det ska användas.
Ja, jag har aldrig använt det i mitt liv.
Jag börjar använda det nu, det är asnice. Compared to other heart problems, people with your condition usually tend to live long lives. You'll need a job one day, and this is a good opportunity to continue your education.
This isn't an opportunity. You don't call it an opportunity. Don't call it a goddamn motherfucking opportunity.
Well, you should be excited at the chance to go back to school. I remember you wanted to return to school, and while it's not the same one,
A special school. That's an insult. What a... Fan hände med audion. That is what I want to say. It's a step down. It's not what you think. All the students here are pretty active in their own sort of way.
de går på toa.
Shoving
Eller
crayons off your ass doesn't... It's
Ja.
geared... It's geared towards students that can still get around and learn. Just need a little help, one way or another. One crayon at a time.
Your father's right, and many of the graduates of the school have gone on to do amazing things. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. One of my colleagues in another hospital is a graduate.
I don't care. Person doesn't have to be held back by the disability. That's what a retardedness is. I really hate that something so important was decided for me, but what can I do about it? A normal life is out of the question now. It's funny. I always thought my life was actually kind of boring, but now I miss it. I want to protest. I wanted to blame this lack of reaction on shock or fatigue. I could easily yell out something now, something about how I can go back to school anyway. But no, I don't say anything. The fact is that I know now it's futile. I look around the room, feeling very tired of this. The hospital, doctors, my condition, everything. I don't see anything that would make me feel any different. There isn't really a choice. I know this, but the thought of going to a disabled school, one of those even like, as much as I try to put a positive spin on this, it's very difficult. But let me try. A clean slate isn't that bad. That is all I can think of to get me through this. At least I still have something, even if it's a special school. It's something. It's a fresh start, and my life isn't over. It would be a mistake to resign myself to thinking that. At the very least, I'll try to see what my new life will look like.
Shit.
Kommer han
Shit.
gå banger typ down i barn eller?
Shit. Det är fan galet om man gör det. Ja. Shit. Act 1, life expectancy.
Det är det
Shit, alltså.
hjärtan betyder.
Ja,
Men
för...
det är så jag läser fucking...
Bundle of Hisao. Finish your prologue. Jaha, det var prologue.
Gate.
What the fuck? Right.
It looked far too pompous for what it was. Jag vet inte vad pompous betyder. In fact, gates in general seem to do that. But this one especially.
Det är säkert typ att det är typ rikt. Och det är typ posh.
Pompous. Red bricks, black wrought iron, and grey plaster assembled into a whole that didn't feel welcoming at all. I wonder if it looked like what a gate for a school should look like, but I couldn't really decide. Probably no. Of course, I didn't want to get stuck on thinking about the gate for too long. So I entered through it with a brisk pace that felt surprisingly good. Moving forward feels good. So I walked toward the main building of Yamaku Academy with this brisk pace. I'm alone, as my parents... Du behöver inte använda det with this brisk pace there. I'm walking alone, as my parents are taking my stuff to the dorms. There's supposed to be someone waiting for me. The grounds are incredibly lush, filled with green. It doesn't feel like the kind of grounds a school would have, more like a park, with a clean walkway going past trees and the smell of fresh cut grass and all other Words like clean and hygienic pop into my mind. It makes me shudder. I shake them off. Fuck out and Redditor. Stay open-minded now. It's your new life. You have to take it as it comes. But that's what I tell myself. A few big buildings loom over behind the leafy canopies. Använd canopies 2 gånger. Too big and too many for just a school. Everything seems off. It's different from what I thought I knew about schools. It's uncanny valley. It's an uncanny valley. Even though I was told this by my new school, in the back of my head it doesn't feel like one. I wonder if the feeling is real or caused by my expectations of school for the disabled. Speaking of that, I don't see anyone else here. It's kinda eerie. It makes me wish there was somebody here so I could anchor myself to something tangible instead of having this feeling that I stepped into another dimension. The trees hum with the wind and the green hues flashing all around me catch my attention. It makes me think about hospitals again, how they say that operating rooms are painted green because green is a calming color. So why am I feeling so anxious despite all this greenery? Only after I stand in front of the haughty main building, I surprise myself by realizing why the gate bothered me. It was the last chance I had to turn back, even if I had no life I could return to. But still, after entering, there was absolutely no way I could go back anymore. Feeling nervous with this realization set into my head, I opened the front door. A tall man with a bad posture noticed me as I enter. We're the only people in the lobby, so it's my only logical.
Åh jävlar.
Du får ta det.
Nej. You must be Nina Nikki?
Nakai.
So you are. Excellent. I'm your homeroom and science teacher. My name is Matsuo. Welcome.
We exchange a handshake that is neither firm nor sloppy, and he looks at his watch.
The head nurse asked you for a brief checking visit, but there's no time for that now. The head nurse
okay.
asked you. Okay.
Oh, should I go later?
Yes. Afternoon is probably fine. We should get going and introduce you to the rest of the class. They're waiting already.
Waiting for me? I don't really like being the center of attention, but I guess it's inevitable in a situation like this. Somehow, not knowing what is waiting for me makes me feel really nervous. Thinking of this, I almost miss what the teacher is saying.
Ja. Hit! Vi får val nu, Reza. Vad ska vi välja?
Ska vi vara dickheads eller ska vi vara inte dickheads?
Vad vill du vara? Vill du vara ett rövhuvud?
Alltså... Vill vi verkligen bli dryg mot vår homeroom teacher första
Man vill ändå ha en bra first impression ändå.
Vi kör så jag orkar inte deala med hans bullshit. Han ser ut som att han kommer ta på oss.
Ja, det är fan sant.
Yeah, sure, I mean, isn't that normal?
Of course, but not everyone likes to be at the center of attention.
Fuck, you were talking. I'm probably one of those people, but I guess I should be the one to give the first impression of myself. God damn it. Jag tror jag aldrig faktiskt introducerar mig själv någon gång till något skolklassrum.
Inte jag heller. Du.
En gång kanske faktiskt NTI. Det är du, broder. Aha, right, but it's no problem.
Let's go then. Varför gav jag han den rösten?
My heart is pounding in my chest, and it keeps me thinking about my condition as I follow the teacher up the stairs. Right up the third door down the third floor corridor is marked as a classroom for class 3-3. Muto opens the door and enters.
Good morning everyone.
Vad är det där i bakgrunden?
Sorry I'm late again. Vad fan är det där? Vad är det där? Usch. Vad är det för art, broder?
är ju en irländsk ginger. I hesitate for a split second at the door, freezing and on the spot. For fuck's sake, fortsätt. Get a grip. This is a big step, I know that. But there isn't any point to worrying about it. At least not the intention. Hoppas det inte är några fina brudar.
What the fuck?
Fan vad dålig jag varit. I followed the teacher into the classroom and look around partially so I won't have to meet the curious gazes of my classroom.
Alltså hon ser fuckad ut. Den här side anglen är inte bra. Shit
En
alltså.
missar en ögon.
Ja, hon har side bangs. Hon har mittbena. Han vill inte vara där. Den här killen, han har just ögon. What the
En
fuck?
missar öronen.
Oh shit.
Öronen.
Hallå, vi måste gissa deras disability.
Han är uppe till höger blind.
Ja, han är faktiskt det. Han har ju köpare.
Hon kattar sig själv.
Ja, hon har, eller?
Nej,
hon har.
till höger.
Jaha,
Hon kattar sig själv.
Vänta, vad heter den här sjukdomen? Hon har ju en annan... Det är väl en sjukdom här. Jag tror hon...
Ja. Bra, hon är ju bara hon är inte deformed. Hon är ju bara annorlunda ögon.
Hon har glasögon. Så hon är säkert typ nästan blind, antar jag.
Ja, just det. Nej. Det är ju att du har jättedålig sens av... du kan inte... vad heter det? Fuck, jag glömde. Men du kan inte stå upp rätt. Du ramlar ofta.
Jag kommer anta att hon har typ cancer eller någonting.
What? Det tror jag inte.
I don't know, man.
Har du rest där förut?
Jag har ingen aning. Jag har aldrig spelat där.
It's pretty spacious. The ceiling is unusually high and there's a lot of space. Vad ska de... Är det för att de ska inte hänga sig själv? Around and between the desk. An entire wall is taken up by blackboards and the high old-fashioned windows only make it seem larger. The students' desks are standard wooden desks at the shelf underneath for books and wooden chairs for metal frames and simple and efficient. But är det här... Det är väl ingen porr i där?
Nej. Det är ingen, jag tror inte det. Det var inte rated E eller typ H-anime på Steam.
I stopped walking in front of the classroom and faced the other students. They all look normal, like students in any other class. But then, why would they be here?
Right.
They probably, like me, have something about them that's not immediately obvious. Then I noticed that one of the girls seemed to be missing thumb on her right hand, a little jarring.
Va? Vem av dem?
Jag vet inte fan. Ja, där är det hon som är där.
Jo, shit.
Jo, där är helvete, han magar.
Oh my god.
Och hon har inga ben där.
Oh, what the fuck.
En av dem är ju fuckat ben typ.
Ja, hon har inga ben. Oh shit, hon har typ ett halvt ben.
Alltså vad är det här? De ska ju dra med andra för att de har ju annorlunda ben. Vad är det här för idiotisk grej? Despite the natural tendency to listen when someone's talking about you, I tune out the teacher's speech halfway through while he introduces me to the class. I notice a flash of dark hair and see that someone is looking at me. A girl with a really long, straight hair and pretty eye-catching. As she sees me looking back at her, she covers her face with her hands as if it will make her invisible. Jag tar det längst ute. There's one boy with a cane leaning against the lockers at the rear of the class. It's weird seeing someone so young with a cane. Another girl seems to be making some weird hand motions. Sign language? She peers at me over the rims of her glasses, then goes back to whatever she might blind.
Oh.
She's kind of cute, so the cheery-looking girl with the pink hair standing next to her, she's really hard to miss. I don't notice anything. I don't know. Hon är fucking Yander, eller?
Säkert. Alla rashåriga är så. Det är jag. Please, welcome our newest classmate.
He claps his hands, and so does everyone else, except one girl in the first row who has only one hand. I cringe a little, but I did by bowing my head in thanks for the applause I did not deserve. A collective silence tells me that I should open my mouth now. So, Hisao Haka. Fucking hell, vad svårt namn. Hisao Nakai. And after that, my hobbies are reading and soccer. Fucking football. Ingen fotbollsspelare Fuck off. I hope to get along well with everyone, even though I'm a new student. And after that,
Du.
fucking Mika. Stor jävel.
Mega.
I'm being so boring. This is exactly like every self-introduction ever. I should say something more exciting.
Jag har stor kuk.
I end up saying nothing, but the teacher picks up from there. Everyone seems to be satisfied, even with what little I have said. Though a few girls are whispering to each other, throwing glances at me. It could have gone worse.
Vilka tjejer? Hon här eller vad fan? Ser ut under fönstret.
Hon ser ut som en deprimerad som
Hon är bara jättedeprimerad.
Hur långt upp är det prosthetic? I listened to the teacher as she draws getting engaged sweep around the classroom. They clap their hands, which feels like a...
Hur går?
It seems like a weird thing to do.
Nej. Hon utan händer.
The first row girl claps on this round with her one hand against her other wrist that ends in a bandage stump. Vad sa jag? Hon makes you feel a little bad.
We're going to be doing some group work today, so then I'll give you a chance to talk with everyone. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, it's fine with me.
That's good. You can work with Hakamichi. She is the class representative. She can explain everything. She can explain anything you might want to know. And who else would be able to do that better, right?
How could I know? The teacher passes out the day's assignments and announces that we'll be working in groups of 3. Alltså it hits me that I don't know who Hakamichi is. Slow. The teacher seems to catch my helpless expression.
Oh, right. Hakamichi is right there. Shizune Hakamichi.
Yep,
Oh
it's
yeah,
a fucking...
den här bruden.
As he calls out her name, a cute, bubbly-looking girl with bright pink hair and gold eyes waves her hand at me. I take a seat next to her. Well, I guess you're Hakamichi, right? It's nice to meet you.
Hur var henne?
Fan! Jag kan inte göra det. What? I'm sorry to hear laughter. It's nice to meet you too, but I'm not Hakamichi. I'm Misha. This is Hakamichi Sichan. Giggling, Misha points to the girl next to her, the one I saw using sign language before. It looks like she's been staring at me this whole time. She nods once nonchalantly to show that she is a nonchalant redhead. She has short yet carefully, neatly brushed hair, a pair of oval-shaped glasses balanced on the tip of a dainty nose, and dark blue eyes that seem to alternate every few seconds between analytical and slightly bored. It's nice to meet you.
Jag kan vara Shizune. Hon säger som ingenting. Hon kommer inte säga någonting.
Yeah, bara sån här. She immediately looks... Hakamichi nods at me. Om det är verkligen en rush. Hakamichi nods and makes a feel... I start to... Låt mig läsa! I start to wonder if the teacher teacher was messing with me, saying things like you'll be able to talk to people and who better to explain things to you than hon som inte kan prata.
Ja.
I see that you're a little confused, right? Right? Oh, no, no. I can see that you're a little confused, right? Right? But I understand why you would think I was Sichan. Sichan is deaf, so I'm the person who translates things back to her for her. I'm like an interpreter. She says it's nice to meet you too.
Dot,
Hon är
dot, dot.
Yandere för henne som
Nej, ingen
bara
aning
säger vad
mannen.
hon vill. Hon bara pratar för henne. Men
Alltså hon
säger...
translate ju bara vad hon säger egentligen.
Det känns som att det är mer.
Säkert.
You're the new student, aren't you? Well, Sichan. Well, Sichan, of course, he is. If he wasn't, he would have been standing up there. He wouldn't. What? If he wasn't, he would have been standing up there for no reason, right? Right? Oh, okay. He seems a little like a very. He seems a little slow. He seems like a very interesting person, doesn't he? We knew there was going to be a new student, but we didn't know you would be here today so soon. Hichan, right? Hichan? Yup, it fits, doesn't it? Did I say it out loud? It's just a surprise. I've never liked that nickname. I don't really see how it fits. You look just like I imagined.
Dot.
Hahaha, yes. You look like... Försök låtsas vara en deaf person som försöker prata. De låter ju lite segt.
Okej.
I wonder why everyone seems to think so. Det kan inte vara tillåtet.
Nej.
Kimchi taps their fingers on the desk to get Misha's attention. They gesture back and forth into each other excitedly. Their hands a blur. Jag vill lära mig sign language.
Det känns som inte så att det är bara jag kan memorisera.
Ja. Min kusin är ju deaf. Eller hon är ju hon kan inte prata, den är.
Ja, en mute.
Ja. Jag vet inte, det är tydligen att vad man än är, man har ju svårt att prata om man är svår att prata. Nej. Nu är jag svår. Nej. Jag tror hon är döv. Men eftersom att hon var döv så kunde hon inte prata lika bra. För hon pratar ju ibland, hon säger vissa ord. Det är bara att hon har inte confidence.
Okej. Jag fattar.
Ja, fucking over, jag vet inte. Seems a little overwhelmed. Hahaha. What is Sigma? Sorry about that. Sichan wants you to know that she's the class rep. So if there's anything you need to know, you can feel free to ask her.
Nej, jag kan inte göra sådär. Jag kommer så... Nej.
You like the school so far? We can show you around a little if you haven't had the time to walk around and familiarize yourself with it. Nisha stumbles away. Nu råkar jag fel röst. Nisha stumbles around a hard word for a bit, making it stick out of her otherwise fluid translation. Thanks. That would be very helpful. Yes, I just kind of came straight to class today.
Dot.
That's good. That's no good. You should always try to learn as much as you can about where you're going before you go there. Not just with school either. Always. If it's a trip to the convenience store. Really, Sichan? Learn about where you're going? I guess I didn't bother to do that. Or just didn't care enough to do so. I didn't look forward to this, even if I committed myself to go along with it. Half-assed. I don't say anything. Misha signs something. And then what was that? It seems
Hur
like
går
it
det?
was about me. Jag vet inte. I feel like stumbling over in my seat. Both of them are smiling, but that shrug hit me unexpectedly. You look down. Are you okay?
Dot, dot, dot.
Don't take it the wrong way, please. I hate it when people are afraid to ask questions. That's how people learn things, by asking. Asking for help is perfectly normal, as much as needing help. Stop me looking like you just failed a test. Yeah. All right.
Dot, dot, dot.
And another thing. You don't have to call Sichan something so formal like Hakamichi or class rep all the time. Just call her Sichan.
Dot, dot, dot.
Redan? What the fuck? Okay, maybe that's too casual. Maybe Shizune. Varför kommer jag... Suzune! Aha, would be more appropriate. Det är därför jag känner igen den. Påminner jag om den där
Dot,
från Kota.
dot, dot.
Hon har ju så class rep på den där.
Jag var alltid class-rappen i glasögon.
Alltså det här är väldigt lik Kote. Det enda skillnaden är att Kote är för special students as in smart. Och den här är as in retarded. Det blir galen den där liknande där. Jag undrar om de här två egentligen hatar varandra. För då skulle det vara jätteliknande till Kote-plotten.
Det känns som att de nästan gör det.
Alltså, det skulle vara galet. Det skulle fan...
Vi måste läsa mer om vi
Undrar om
kommer
vi kommer...
veta.
Ja, undrar om vi kommer få henne att prata.
Alla, vill du göra det till en riktig serie på den här kanalen? Part 1, part 2, part 3. För helt ärligt, just hittills så tycker jag faktiskt det är intressant. Jag ska inte ljuga.
Det verkar vara så farligt. Det är bara weird writing ibland. Men det är bra.
Ja, men det är chill också, det är bara att läsa. Right.
Det är nästan. Oh yup, she's in is fine. Jag undrar varför du gick det nästan. Okay. Okay, that would be a lot easier for me. I feel a lot more at ease. Both of them seem so friendly. So I feel like an idiot for being so apprehensive earlier, especially about Shizune. Shitsune, who I assume would be all business. Well, she still seems like that, just less so, I guess.
Dot, dot, dot!
Oh right, we haven't even touched the assignment. We should start work now, or Sichan will get mad. The assignment is kind of long, so we should start now if you want to finish it before the end of class.
Fan, assignment, att ni ska prata med varandra. Ja, det fanns ju, det går inte.
En quote, så betyder det att det är någon annan som han quotar eller vad?
Jaha, det här, what the fuck, jo det är fan sant. Fast det här används också som när någon pratar i text.
Ja. Men liksom, de andra, okej, den här hade wahahaha, that too.
Jag ser det används också, av stroferna.
Ja, okej. Shitsune glares at the two of us impatiently. I don't need to know sign language to understand that. Okay, I get the message.
Dot, dot, dot.
So class, we can take a walk around the grounds together. It's a nice day today, okay? The assignment is actually very challenging to get through, combining as both difficult and unnecessarily long. Va? Är det aspekter? Va?
I don't know, man.
De orkade inte göra något riktigt. Still, we finished a few minutes. Vi borde haft en interactive spel där vi gjorde det. Där vi fick välja vad det skulle bli.
Ja, det skulle fan vara nice. Vad gimmick.
Yeah. I mean, earlier that and anyone else in the class, despite their late start, Shitsune and Misha, they're quite different though. The class rep is as calm and professional as she looks. Well, Mitcha is a lot more playful and girlish. A lot more playful and girish. Not to mention a little more easily distracted. To be honest, the two of them did most of that work. I feel guilty about that. Guilty gear. Your clock tower bells ring, signaling the end of the period. Time for lunch.
Shit, nu är det lunchtid. Ska vi köra? Nej, nu är han tillbaka.
Without knowing what else to do, I follow Misha, who is beckoning me into the hallway down the stairs. Fan, vi skulle äta på en tid. We descend even below the lobby where I meet Mutao, down to the bottom floor. Just like everything in the classic academy seems so spacious and oddly modern in contrast to the classic interior. Vad är det där? Amerikansk fucking
Ja, där finns inte så många disabled kids här. Det kan inte finnas så många.
Alltså varför skulle du ha dem mäta tillsammans? It's big windows. Det här ser mer ut som en fucking prison.
Ja.
It's open to courtyard toward det här skulle vara en fucking school shooters dröm. Alla sitter där, ingen cover, ingenting.
Det är fan sant.
Fucking hell. Ta en negev där och fucking go town.
Oj.
It's big windows open the courtyard towards the main gate. It's the cafeteria. It's the cafeteria. Her enthusiastic statement above the obvious makes everyone around us stare, but Misha doesn't seem to care, so we proceed to the line. There's rather a list of many options, which seem great until I realize that many of them are to accommodate students who need special diets.
Det är Åke.
Hey, how nice. It almost feels like I'm back at the hospital, eating portions measured with scientific precision to meet the needs of the patients. I pick something at random and follow Shitsune to the table, sitting opposite of her. As I nibble indifferently at the food I'd rather not eat, Misha pokes me in the side to get my attention and points to Shitsune. ... Stand signs, so the point escapes me. Maybe looking at a person who talks to you is proper and polite. Do you want to know something?
Do you know what?
Do you want to know something? What? About anything. We're your guides, so you should ask if there is something.
Oh
I
my God.
wonder.
Vad ska vi fråga?
Ask about Shitsune's deafness. Ask about the library. I think I got everything I need to know. Ska vi blowa dem off eller ska vi fråga om libraryn? Vi vill ju veta vad libraryn är. Vi ska läsa böcker.
Alltså libraryn är ju bara libraryn. Alltså det...
Vi gillar böcker dock.
Det är sant. Vi måste framhäva vår hobby.
Eller vi kan ju spela hard to get.
Det kan vi också göra.
Vi tar det.
Nej.
Yeah. I can't think of anything really. Ooh, that means we've been good guides, doesn't it? If you say so. Säg bara ja, slipper du diriga.
Ja.
Misha positively beams and so does Shitsune after a quick translation. I shake my head at their somewhat exaggerated enthusiasm and shift my focus on the food. Misha and Shitsune sign back and forth very animatedly, throwing sideways glances at me, but Misha refrains from translating.
Alltså då får gang signs till varandra. Fan galet.
Maybe they are talking about secret girl stuff or something. Ja. Fan, vet du den animen där det är typ en grabb som vet sign language med den där tjejen. Men typ han mobbar henne eller någonting. Det är sån här romance. I quickly notice a conversation sign that is enough to fill a silence. Fuck ska det ens betyda?
I don't know.
We arrive in the classroom early, but we are not the first.
Oh shit, det är hon. Oj, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Jag kan pausa en sekund, jag måste byta hörlurar.
Right. Let's pause sektionen. Wait, då gör vi så här. Då ändrar jag wait for stream. Så jag har ingen bild där. Vi tar den här bilden. Så så.
Shit. Alla hörde mig.
Jag hörde det, asdåligt.
Vänta nu. Jag måste bara ta lite närmare.
Japp.
Hur gick det nu då?
Jag hörde fortfarande sämst, man.
Ja, men nu då?
Nu, och jävlar, nu blir det bra.
Yeah.
Nu. Nej, jag måste börja scene. Så, vi är tillbaka. We're back to the game.
Gör det.
Nu kör vi.
Låter det vara en bra sak?
Ja, det gör det.
Okay. That dark-haired girl I noticed before is slumped over her desk at the Ras row. Jag kommer aldrig prata igen.
Och jävlar.
She jumps a little when Misha crashes into the room with elegance of a rhino. Sarcasm. Det är nytt. She shrinks deeper into her seat. I can feel her. Hon sitter inte. I can feel her tension all the way from. As if she were slowly turning into stone just from our presence. Alltså jag hade. Misha, eller hur gammal är
I don't know. De är high school students.
Vi är också det.
Det är fan
de är
sant.
äldre än oss.
Det är fan så.
Misha and Shitsune either don't notice or don't mind it as they walk directly past her to their seats and begin to converse. Jesus, jag måste lära mig läsa. Bra introduktion. I left wondering about her. Even when the classroom slowly filled with other students and finally the teacher. Getting into the rhythm of school doesn't feel strange. It's as if my brain remembers how this is done, but my body doesn't. Towards the end of the class, I start yawning and counting the minutes left. Vad fan gör det? Jag börjar räkna i flera timmar. Shouldn't be this tired on my first day of school. Broder, du hade en hjärtattack, fuck off.
Det är fan
It's a
sant.
long time I spent in the hospital that made me like this. I'm even feeling physically weak and lifeless.
Kanske medicinen de tar som gör så känns det fucking dåligt.
I used fucking antidepressants och skit.
Ja.
Jag vill fan testa den någon gång. Jag vet inte hur fuckad man faktiskt blir. Jag
tror
vill
man
inte
typ
dö
blir
från någon jävla biverkning för att jag ska inte ha det då.
Din kuk blir också typ icke-fungerande.
Det typ gör att du blir ju... det vill man inte, fan. Men kan man inte komma eller?
Nej, men man får typ erectile dysfunction.
Alltså va? Du är deprimerad så du får bara inte knulla längre.
Nej.
Before long the final bell rings. School is finally over for the day. Beside me, Misha and Shitsune are having a short conversation. After a bit of deliberation, Misha turns to me.
Dot.
Unfortunately, we can't stay and show you around today. Hichan. Unfortunately, we can't stay and show you around today. Hichan, we've got to hurry already, since there is a lot of work for us to do.
Dot.
You'll find your way around here. I'm sure of it. Wait. The teacher said I'd have to see the nurse. Where do I have to go? Is that so? We can at least show you that much. Come on, the nurses have their own building, so we have to go outside.
Oh fuck.
We join the flow of students making their way down the stairwell outside, with the girls pointing out other senior classrooms in the same hallway as ours. Fucking blir andfådd att läsa här, det är långa. When we get outside, the girls make their way to the smaller building right next to the school. Built in the same style, so it doesn't look like actually part of the main building.
Dot.
This is the auxiliary building here. There's a lot of official and important stuff inside, like the Yamaku Foundation office and all the nurses' offices. They have a swimming pool. Fucking hell. A rich motherfucker. How is that official?
Dot.
Don't be silly, Hichan. It's for physical therapy.
Ja just det, för de som inte kan gå. De tränar att gå.
De inte kan gå.
Nej, men de tränar ju att gå, för de har säkert typ blivit paralyserade och så tränar de upp sin kropp igen.
Anyway, all the nursing staff facilities are in there too. The head nurse office is on the first floor. You'll be fine from here, right? We'll be going then. See you tomorrow. Yeah, thanks. Bye. Jag känner så här låter som fucking
Vad-
noise critical just
Vad är det för edgy jävla svar? Yeah, thanks, bye. Jag säger ingenting
A
annat.
Tumblr post there. A whole building for stuff that has nothing to do with the actual education. I guess it's necessary for a place like this.
No shit, alla är typ retarded, såklart måste vara en hospital nära.
Tänk om de försöker typ fucking smoka en jävla
En
toffel.
blunt.
Ja. I walk in hoping that this really will be the only quick visit for the teachers said. On a white door on the left is a green cross with the text head nurse and a nameplate. A voice from the inside responds to my knock almost immediately, but I can't quite make it out. It sounded a bit like an invitation to open the door, so I invite myself further in. What? An invitation? Men du inviterar dig själv igen? Fuck, alltså försöker han... Okej.
Fuck.
The room is not... Det känns att han har vuxit upp med att läsa fucking andra folk som inte helt vet engelska,
Ja.
läsa, skriva engelska böcker, så han försöker göra om de där. The room is not large and it's small strange. A friendly looking man turns around on his office chair to face me as I enter. His desk is neat. But the bin under the table is overflowing and used medical utensils. There's a little coffee cups lingering around on the desk.
Oh shit. Smiling man. Ska jag göra rösten? Hello there. What can I do for you today?
He is a young-looking and sort of rugged, but the dimples in his cheek wash that impression away when he smiles. Are you this? Oh, what the thing? Are you the nurse? He smells like a person who has heard this very same questions hundreds
He
of
smells.
He smells. He smells.
Why,
Smelling
yes.
bad.
I am. It says so on the door. No. You can call me by my name or just the nurse, like everyone else.
Of course, smiling man. I shake off my confusion, realizing I probably should grab his extended hand. His handshake is rather firm and friendly. Right, Mother Sigma. I'm a new student, and my homeroom teacher told me to come and meet you. My name is Hisao Nakai. His eyes light up with revelation, and he snaps his fingers.
Vänta, jag måste sänka ljudet.
Det är annan musik. Varför är du så högt?
Vad var det? Oh, you're that Nakai. I was reading your file in the morning. Some kind of chronic arrhythmia and related congenital heart muscle deficiency, right?
He gestures me to sit in a vacant armchair in front of his desk. Mother Sigma, yes.
Good. Well, you've probably been briefed about the school enough, so I'll just go over this quickly. We have all kinds of facilities available, mostly physical therapy and such. There's always someone from my staff around, even at night, so never hesitate to call us if there is a problem.
Famous 24-hour nursing staff. Wow, this is like a hospital.
Well, not exactly. For instance, we don't do brain surgery here.
Alltså jag har svårt att hålla upp ögonen. Går det pausa någon sån här?
Ja, vi kan savea och avsluta nu om du vill. Vi har streamat 1 timme och 10.
Okej, det är bra. Jag tycker det är en bra början.
Right. Vi säger var. Tack för mycket för att ni har gonat till vår stream. Vänta, chilla. Hur fan gör jag där?
Save.
Ja, där har vi savet. Okej. Create new save state. Yes.
Jag stänger av bara direkt.
Jag ska bara testa först. En timme. Okej, bra. Okej, bye bye. Hej då stream. Ni alla är jättesöta. Bra gonat.
Bra, hänger själv.